Mental toughness. How many times have you heard a coach spit out those two words at one of their athletes? Usually, you'll hear it during a game or match, or perhaps a grueling practice. But for Redmond High School head wrestling coach Chris Davis, he was looking for some mental toughness in the classroom, heading into this year's wrestling season.
When we all think about what we need to improve on in a wrestling season, you kind of reflect a little bit about what you can do better. I think after last year, one of the things that I saw was academically, we weren't really where we needed to be. I felt like I dropped the ball a little bit on trying to keep kids eligible and keep them going in the classroom. I just felt like I didn't have enough time.
With not enough time to effectively coach in the mat room and stay on the kids in the classroom, Davis came up with an idea. What if the wrestling program could add an academic coach? And after a meeting with the school's athletic director, that's exactly what he did.
Our kids bought into it right away. It was kind of an expectation. We wanted to be a better academic team as a whole.
Enter Virginia Johnson, Redmond High teacher and the newest member of the Redmond Panthers wrestling coaching staff.
So I've never really been a part of the wrestling program before.
Johnson wasn't concerned with takedowns and near falls. She was concerned with A's, F's, and eligibility.
I would check, and anyone with an F, I would send them a note, and they would come in after school before practice. I think Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, they would have about 45 minutes, and they would work with me getting their grades up. And then Wednesday, we have a shorter day, so they would have like a longer study hall. And then that next week I would check again, and ideally they would be off my list.
Right out of the gate, Davis saw results.
We had 70 kids out, and so it was a chore, like to go through, make sure everybody was where they're supposed to be. Happy to say that all 70 of them were eligible for the wrestling season, which is unheard of, for a lot of teams.
With his wrestlers eligible and the academic load taken off his shoulders, amazing things began to happen.
Wrestlers, as kind of a whole, they're kind of viewed as kids that maybe aren't the best students. And so when you see kids that struggle in school, find the confidence to kind of overcome that stereotype or whatever, and put in the effort to show that they can do it, speaks volumes for what we were able to do here. And I think the confidence that they gained from being able to pass classes that they normally wouldn't pass, now I can do anything.
With his wrestlers' confidence up in the classroom, the team's GPA began to rise, and the team's wins and rankings began to rise too.
Really freed me up to coach and focus on kids in the mat room, and I knew that things were going to get taken care of in the classroom because of what Jenny Johnson does and her focus there and her diligence with that.
Davis was loving it, and his wrestlers were too.
At first, it was a little hard. I had a couple missing assignments, but Miss Johnson helped me with that.
Just having the resource of Miss Johnson was really nice to just have people that could help me out.
Which is awesome.
And Coach Johnson found out that she was becoming a wrestling fan.
Just getting to know them, and then I started to go to some of the meets. I was like, oh my gosh, this kid that I've been helping is like really good. So that was kind of fun.
It was the rare win-win-win. And speaking of winning, the boys team went on and won it all. Winning their first state wrestling title since 1959, and proving to their coach and themselves that they've got some serious toughness.
I won't ever go back. Like this is the way I'm going to run my operation from here on out. Like I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but this is something I think that if any head coach wants to be successful and cares about their kids, this is what you have to do. This is where you show families, you show kids, you show teachers, you show administration that you care about kids and want what's best for them, not only in the sporting realm, but in the classroom as well. It's no accident that what we did with our academics, it equaled to success on the mat and what we were able to do in winning a state title.
In Redmond, Eric Lindstrom, Central Oregon Daily News.